Let's go next to our caller from the 856 area code. Who's calling today from 856?
Hi, David. I'm Aaron from New Jersey, and I thank you for taking my call.
My pleasure.
I wanted to follow up on, I guess, the theme of last week's calls, which was this kind of division among the left.
Mm.
Now, we agree that we need to really stop all of this infighting among the Democratic Party, but my question is, where does that start? Because, to be honest with you, I'm a kind of a diehard Joe Biden fan.
Mm.
Like, if Bernie takes the nomination, I mean, that's great because I'm not denying that he has a good chance of winning against Trump, but I'm going to be looking for him to reach out to disaffected Hillary Clinton voters and Joe Biden fans like myself and kind of start that process. So where do
Okay,
you
well,
think
fair. I
that
mean,
the healing should begin?
If Joe Biden won the nomination, would you be likewise looking to him to reach out to people who say, I'm way more progressive than Joe Biden and I don't know why I should vote for him? Would you likewise expect that of Biden?
Absolutely.
You
I
would.
think
Okay, good.
that the big tent approach is
That's good.
absolutely
So we
approved.
want to be consistent on that. Now, what makes you a diehard Joe Biden fan? And what's interesting to me about that is just that Joe Biden, it's hard for me to imagine feeling so strongly about Joe Biden because he's just very, very center. So it's hard for me to get motivated around centrism. So what makes you such a diehard Biden guy?
Well, I feel there's this connection between Biden, Bernie, and Trump.
Okay.
In that Biden and Bernie are our Trumps. In that they have this character, they have this personality that just makes you want to like them. That's a lot of why people like Trump. And that's why I kind of like them too. Even though I voted for Hillary, of course. But I was I find Trump entertaining, and I find Joe Biden entertaining.
Okay, but hold on a second.
You can
I'm just trying to untangle all this. You liked Trump in the same way that you like Bernie and Biden?
Not in the same way that I like Bernie. I think Bernie is better on policy, but I know that people are attached to Bernie in that way.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But
in
yeah,
the
I think
end,
that Joe Biden
so
is entertaining.
you liked Trump, but you voted Hillary, and you like Bernie, but you're a Biden supporter. And what about on policy? What Biden policies do you like?
Well, that's the thing. It's not really about policy for me, even though I do appreciate good policies. But I feel what's more important to me is just being an entertaining person.
So for you,
Joe Biden has that line of
entertainment is an important thing in terms of who you want to be the president of the United States.
Yeah, just being a likable person. I feel that's incredibly important. Joe Biden's line of malarkey, I think that plays really big, at least for me.
Where are you on health care policy? What health care policy would you like?
Well, I'm a bit of a moderate. I think that keeping the ACA would be great. Although if you want to do more than that, that's fine. But it's all about personality with me.
Wow.
And I want to just clarify. I don't like Trump, but Trump entertains me. I hate his policies. I hate the guy. But
Aaron, I'm worried. I'm worried for the
funny.
country. From what you're telling me is really concerning to me. I'm not going to lie.
So just to get back to the question, though, does the healing start with the candidate or with the voters?
I think it's both. I think it's both simultaneously. We need disagreement within the Democratic primary that is not the type of disagreement that then ends up helping Trump later on. It's a gray area. So I know that there were people emailing me about this. David, how can you at the same time say that the left has to be careful about infighting, but criticize Democratic candidates? Aren't you doing the thing? I think you got to find a balance, and we need to say all of these people would be better than Trump. During the primary, let's fight it out for the candidate whose policy matches ours. But then when it gets to the general election, we've got to do the right thing. Aaron, I'm going to let you go. I'm quite concerned about how important the entertainment factor is to you, and I worry that it does not bode well for the country. But I really appreciate you sharing your thoughts with me.
All right. Thanks for taking my call, man.
Okay, very good. I'm going to take a quick break. If you're holding, don't hang up. We will go back to the phones right after this. Don't hang up if you're holding.